Ladies, this message is for you, especially the young girls. Love has become business for a lot of young boys. Love is now a transactional word. A lot of young boys used to use young girls. So this video is for you. And I want you to pay attention, especially you, that young small girl that is jumping around shouting, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Draw your ear. My name is Okoro Blessing Nkiruka, and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO, your #1 relationship therapist in Africa. Love without action is scam. When people tell you they love you and there is no action backing it up, it is scam. When people tell you they love you and there is no action backing it up, it is business. Now, a lot of young men use this word love for you to be able to give them the things that they are not entitled to. They use this word love so that they can benefit things that they are not even up to. Now let me tell you something. Love comes with responsibility. Anything you love, you give. And that's why the Bible said, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Even God gave his only begotten son without thinking twice, so that we will not perish. If any man is telling you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, and there is nothing to back it up, he's not giving you attention, affection, protection, finance, then he's making noise. He's a scam. He's only using that word love to subdue you to stay with him. Dear young ladies, reasoner, why do you think that when these men finally want to get married, they begin to look for independent women that can take care of themselves? But when they are dating, they are looking for young girls like you that they can use. It's because they know that an independent woman knows her right to her left. The way they treat you young girls is not the way they're going to treat an independent woman that knows her left to her right. They don't love you. They are just using you. They don't love you. They are taking advantage of your naivety. They are taking advantage of your vulnerability and using that word love to deceive you. Love is a myth without action. You see that word love, it is noise until it's being backed up with action. Dear young ladies, a lot of you have misused your body. You have slept with different type of men for nothing. When I say for nothing, it simply means you have allowed them use you and debase you to the point that you can't even recognize yourself. When I use the word use, people use and dump things that do not have value. The reason why that man is sleeping with you from morning till night is because you are valueless. If you have value, he's going to invest in you. He's going to support you. He's going to protect you. The reason why 24 hours is the only thing he asks you for is sex is because that's the only thing he wants you to do. You become an object. Some of you are objects to a lot of men that the only time you come around them is when they want sex. That is what they have turned you to in the name of love. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. When you look back at the relationship, what did you have to show for it? Absolutely nothing. They did not invest in your life. They did not support you. There's some relationship most of you have invested yourself, your body, your soul, and you look back at the relationship, there is nothing to show for it. That is where a lot of you women become bitter. That is where a lot of you women become wicked, envious. Most of these things you people are doing are the things that you have allowed a man do to you. Some men have turned a lot of you women into monsters. You started jumping from juju house to juju house. You started jumping from jazzman to jazzman. You started robbing and licking different things. It's a man that turned you into that. A man that does not value you. A man that does not love you. A man that sat you down and telling you, I love you, I love you, I love you, and there is nothing to show for it. The reason why a lot of you women live in regret is because you look back, you are looking back at your past relationship and you're telling yourself, God, I have wasted my time. Time wasting does not mean a man did not marry you. Time wasting simply means when you look back and see that you did not even get support, not even emotional, so you benefited absolutely nothing from the relationship. You just sat down somewhere and allow a man brainwash you with the word love. It's time to wake up. Stop allowing these small boys brainwash you. I call them small boys because the only thing they have to offer you is their manhood. That's the honest truth. It's because the only thing they have to offer you is their manhood. That's why when they tell you to come and you cannot come, they are angry. Because they have prepared the stick. They have finished sharpening in their manhood and rubbing it granite oil and waiting so they can kill somebody's daughter. The things you love, you don't overuse. Some men that you call your boyfriend or some boys that you call your boyfriend overuse you in a relationship. That's the reason why many of you cannot move on. The reason why many of you cannot even move on is because you've been overused. You've allowed somebody debase you to the point that you can't even look yourself in the mirror in the name of love. Listen to me, that beautiful young lady. Stop letting these boys use you. When they are done using you, they're going to move over to that woman who has boundary. That woman who has value. That woman who knows her left to her rights. When they are done using you, they start to ask you, what can you bring to the table? What can you bring to the table? What is she bringing to the table? But when he was sleeping around with you, when you were cooking for him, when you were cleaning for him, when you were going to his mother's house, when you were wasting your time, your energies and resources on him, he did not ask you, what can you bring to the table? It simply means a lot of boys know what they are doing. Stop letting them use you. You have the power. I don't know, I'm in love. I'm in love. Love is a myth. There is no love without action. The real true love is a doing word. It's not a saying word. When people say they love you and they cannot back it up with action, then that's not love. That's scam. That's noise. So this is me reminding you, if you're in a fruitless relationship and all the person is doing is sex. Every time you're carrying your transport fare from school, from NYC camp, from your office, you are rushing to a man's house to go and knock. It simply means, my darling, you are wasting your time and you might end up in Shiloh every December shouting, rah, 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 say, and looking for who's chasing you from your village. It's high time you wake up and begin to know the difference between love and noise. I thought I should do you guys a gentle reminder. Remember I said, a lot of boys are not going to like this video because here is me just exposing their little trick they are using to deceive most of you around. And when it comes to giving, remember I always tell you, men are givers by nature. They are born givers. Men are naturally givers. I'm not saying you should not give your man. You can give. But a man's job is to provide for you. Your job is to support the man. He will provide. Then you will support. Your work is not to give. It is their work to give. Yours is to support. Don't let any man brainwash you. And to you young ladies, can you stop dating lazy men? It is because most of you find yourself dating lazy men. That's the reason why sometimes there are some silly questions that most of you beautiful young ladies are asking. There are some questions you will never get to ask when you are in a relationship with a real man. It's because you keep dating a boy. That's why you are asking, what if he does not give me transport fare? What if he does not buy me recharge card? What if he does not buy me fuel? Those things are the commonest thing that anybody can even give a beggar. Not to talk more of people that they love. So please, comport yourself. Stop wasting your time. Because when you finish running around and hovering around, you end up wasting your time. And if you're that young girl that wants to still stick with boys, if you are that young girl that still wants to stick around small boys and be paying your transport fare and be taking care of yourself and be doing things for a man, good luck to you, but please stop complaining. It is you people's complaining and people's noise that is making us talk about this. Because if people did not complain, we will not even hear what is happening in those your fruitless relationship. So if you want to be there, shut up.